Hi friends, welcome back to my channel. I own an Interceptor and most of the times I do ride videos or videos talking more about motorcycles or the motorcycles, specifically the motorcycles which I own. Today I would try to showcase something which I have recently bought, or should I say I have upgraded. It's been just over a week that I upgraded my 55 inches smart TV to a 65 inches one. I have upgraded it. The company is the same. I bought the VU 55 inches TV when it was probably launched a couple of years back. It is an old model. It's a smart TV which did not, at that point of time, a couple of 4 or 5 years before, it did not have all the features of a smart TV. So if you want to see or use a full potential, we had to. I bought one Mi Box 4K to use it to the full potential. So I have planned to upgrade it to a 65 inches. The whole idea was to because of the space and again the children are back home because of this pandemic, and this does not seem to go away in a shorter period of time. So I thought a small upgrade would again be slightly more comfortable or maybe exciting to watch movies or other things when we are all back home sitting inside, not venturing out because of this pandemic. So you can see further in the video the unboxing, the features, also the features specifically about the TV, the details which are slightly technical, as well as features, I should say, more. So you will see it in the second part of this video. So let's have a quick look about the features of the VU Cinema TV Action Series 65LX. Number one, it runs Android 9 out of the box. Now there are certain smart TVs now which are also coming out with Android 10 out of the box. So maybe this can be one of the shortcomings, but it actually does not give you much difference in the result per se. Secondly, it is as we all know, it's 4K 3840 into 2160 pixel resolution. So most of the smart TVs nowadays are in that 4K display bracket. Third thing to be pointed out is this: out of the various TVs which is available in the market, this is one of the few ones which has got 500 nits peak brightness, which enhances the overall visibility because it's a big screen TV. So it enhances the overall visibility of the TV. Fourth thing is the MEMC technology, which stands for motion estimation, motion compensation technology, which does not give you jittery images. Like, it's very fluidic image when you see the TV. HDR10 support and Dolby Vision with inbuilt Chromecast. That again is one thing which is now uniformly available in most of them. VU also comes with a proprietary VOD upscaling technology, which actually combines multiple advanced machine learning algorithms and an advanced digital signal processor to provide you with the same audio and video quality you would expect in a movie theater. So the sound quality is definitely a very good one. It is also powered by a 64-bit quad-core processor with 2 GB RAM and 16 GB storage, which is more than enough for your various channels and whatever you want to download and see. It also has dual-band Wi-Fi, Bluetooth 5.0, 3 HDMI ports, 2 USB ports, earphone jack and RJ 45 ports, so you can see the connectivity is not a problem. There are the audio are handled by JBL speakers. That is basically they have 6 JBL speakers that include 4 masters and 2 tweeters for a total output of 100 watts sound output, which is a very good output if you are using it. So it basically is nothing but a sound bar which is fixed at the bottom of the TV. So again, it's a very beautiful thing which you don't need to have additional home theater system for this. Along with that, it supports DTS, Virtual X, surround sound and Dolby Audio. So again, it is all compatible. So these are few of the features which you might like about the View TV, and it makes a very good offer. The installation guide did come the very next day after the delivery of the TV at my flat. The size being bigger, obviously he would require my help, so I also helped him. So this is a small unboxing of the TV now. As you can see, it's a very simple box. You just have to pull up the cover. Now I saw these wrappers being open, so I did put a query whether this was open piece or. So they said that before sending it to the customer's place, the dealer himself does do a check whether the TV is working or not. So that is why they have removed that. This is the fresh piece. Now the TV is being put bang straight on the cover itself. The package, it's a tough cover, so there's no risk, because otherwise this big size TV is difficult to put flat. So it's put on the cover. The box comes with a remote control. It's tabletop stand, which obviously I would not require, and also the fixtures, which are clamp-like fixtures, which is put on the behind the TV, and also a fixture, a bracket which is fixed on the TV wall, where earlier I had a bracket which held the 55-inch one, then but then the sizes were different, so it cannot hold the bigger TV. So I was asked by the installation guy that said we'll use the same bracket which is sent with the new one. So I've got, so now you can see he's fixing it up. So it's a simple job. I mean, it's not very complicated. The systems of fixings have become very very easy now. You just have to put 4 screws all across, and the clamp-like structure sits behind the TV, and the fixture on the wall and it is hung straight away on the fixture. So that's pretty much it. So now you can see he's going to he's seeing the measurement and where to put the nail, which is all then been marked on the TV wall. I had to remove my Mi Box 4K, which was being used by the earlier TV now, because the height of the TV now is increased by another 14-15 inches. So there is no gap basically from the base of the table there. Now the TV starts that since the base of the TV has the sound system, the sound bar, so we have left a 3 inches gap at the bottom, and then the TV is being fixed. So you can see is fixing that bracket up on the TV stand, TV back board, and now and it's pretty much just one thing you have to keep in mind that it should be the center. That is basically about the measurement. Since I already had a existing one, we just removed it, so the markers were there. Small disturbance was about the wires which was running down from behind. A lot of wires of earlier cable TV and home theater and all, which I have all removed now. So as you can see, we just wrapping it up, and now we are going to fix it up. We have to hold it flat and then try to take that clamp, see the clamp, and just put it straight away onto the fixture. And I'm just trying to seeing it whether it's a center or not. What should be the ideal viewing distance for a 65 inches TV? If you Google it and the various websites, it says that it should be at least 8.5 feet should be the minimum distance for viewing a 65 inches TV. At the moment, I have a 55 inches, what you see in this video, which has to be replaced by the 65 inches TV. So I'm trying to measure, and I found that after the sitting position from the base of the TV cabinet, I can see it is 13.5 feet. So if I reduce the TV cabinet gap, it is exactly at 11.5 feet. So this distance is ideal for my viewing of the 65 inches TV. So finally, this is the setup, and I am shooting it from behind, slightly more far off, maybe on a 15 feet distance from the TV. My sitting arrangements, as I had mentioned earlier, is 11.5 feet, 12 feet roughly. So here you can see the screen size, and it's quite a size, I should say. So enjoying music and cinemas or music shows are quite a charm on this. So this is how, and at the moment what is appearing on the TV screen is actually my video which I had done on the interceptor mods. So if you get a chance and if you're interested, you should subscribe to my channel and have a look at it. So this is how it looks from a distance, and the entire ambience of watching movies on it has changed, and it's changed for better. This video would be incomplete if I don't mention the name of the channel which I have been following for quite some time. It's known as VM1, or the Vineet Malhotra channel on YouTube. A big thanks goes to him because of his very unbiased reviews about various gadgets, and in fact it was one of his reviews which made me buy the VU 65LX 65 inches TV, which also had a soundbar at the bottom. So big thanks to him, and if you've not subscribed to his channel, or if you're not watching him on YouTube, please do watch him. The link would be here right now, scrolling down, so you can obviously watch his channel and see about his unbiased product review. If you've liked my videos, do consider subscribing to my channel and share this video. Until then, take care, stay indoors, stay safe. Bye-bye.